All right, everyone, got head coach Ben Olsen here for you. Ben, just your thoughts on that result here at home.
No, not the one we wanted, that's for sure. And again, it's a little bit of a broken record sometimes when I'm up here, and we played well. We have a lot of chances. Great first half. A little stagnant in the second half to get going, but then second part of that first half we were sharp and again created a ton more chances. I don't know. Can I well, here it is. Sorry. 18 shots is pretty good. 71% of the ball is pretty good. Yeah, look, we can do all this stuff, but we didn't make the play and they made the play. So I don't have much more than that, other than if we're gonna be the team we want to be, we have to be killers, and we have to be way more cutthroat in the final third. There's enough chances there to see that game out, and we can't expect our defense to put up shutouts every game at home. And so we can analyze the set piece. Obviously, we got to continue to work on defensive set pieces, but in the end, we got to see out a few of those plays and make our life easier on the defensive end.
All right, questions in the room. Start with
Hello, Ben. Chris here. Prior to this time, Dynamo had a beautiful head-on-head record against Toronto FC. But today's game, as you said, the first half was very good, but the second half was a little bit different. But the question I want to ask is, in the first half, Dynamo seemed to play better on the ball, on the ground, towards goal. But in the second half, they started playing more of long balls. And the average height of the Toronto FC defense is like 6 feet 5'11", which ratio to the Dynamo attackers are kind of small. So was that part of the second half pep talk?
No, it wasn't. But when a team sits back that much and absorbs and continues to absorb, there's really, really fine spaces that sometimes you do have to serve a ball in and grab seconds and cause a little chaos. So I think, but you're not wrong in that there was some impatience, in particular when they get the goal. I thought our inability to take the extra pass wasn't good enough maybe in the second half, and our just running off the ball was poor, in particular wide. Just actions, making more actions, making our own luck, more options in behind. I thought could have been better, but again, there's enough there. There's enough chances. You saw the game, so if when teams score in particular and they make it very difficult for you and really shrink, it's hard to connect a bunch of passes in and around the goal. There's a lot of numbers in there for them.
One last question. I noticed there's a Blessing Latif and Griffin. When they play together, I notice they don't seem to pass ball to each other. Is it?
What do you want me to say to that? No, they don't pass the ball to each other. Like, what do you mean? They're just not. They're not connecting.
They're not connecting.
Okay,
I think that's a better word.
I'll work on them. I'll work on their connections. So we'll keep working on them.
Thank you, sir.
all right, we'll go there.
Hey, Ben. Going a little bit on about the off the ball and not running well. Is it because it was the first game back after 3 weeks? You think it's the fatigue or just the match fitness?
No, it's not. It has nothing to do with match fitness. We're fitter than them. We had the ball for 71% of the time. I don't, I don't think that has anything to do with it. They were off the same amount of time, so the first half, did we look rusty? I didn't think we looked rusty. I thought we were pretty damn good in the first half. We just didn't score 4 or 5 pretty good chances. In the second half, they tightened things up even more, and it was harder to break them down. And we had a few other good chances, and we didn't score them. And they had a set piece, and they headed it, and it deflected off one of our players' backs and went in the corner. Maybe we needed that tonight, and we didn't have it. But again, not good enough when it comes to seeing out plays and being killers, and that's when we faltered this year. That's been the case, and so we'll get back and we'll work on a few things to continue to push this team forward. But we're in an okay spot. We got a tough schedule. It's only going to get harder, but it's a challenge we're looking forward to. Like, let's go.
And lastly, my last question. I know that Toronto was sitting back, and you were looking for, I think you were frustrated not getting the opportunity, and you sent out Sebas, putting out 2 strikers in the front. Well, it was just the moment just trying to get back in the game. It felt like the team was more reactive with 2 strikers. Was it the urgency of getting back in the game, or was it just them 2 connecting well up front?
Well, I don't know if they really connected well. Sebas had a very good opportunity they didn't do well with. And, yeah, it's 2 forwards. We need to get balls in the box late. Brad comes in and gets some service. We get a couple looks. Again, it's just trying to get some numbers in the box, and they did okay. But if you're looking for me to do that, if that's what you're probing at, probably not. I don't see that in the future, but you never know.
Hi, Coach. Today, the fans, they were loud, right? And how much do you need? How much does the team need them to come out, as the next 3 games out of 4 will be here at home against tough opponents?
We need them. It was a good crowd tonight, and again, it makes it hurt a little bit more, right? Where it's just again, didn't send them home happy, and that's what we'd like to do. Again, some good stuff, some enough chances, and they had there was a good energy in the building, so we're going to need that going forward.
And then also, we've seen it, right, that the team can come back really quickly. You have said this schedule fluctuates. So how can the team do that? You and your coaching staff, you have mentioned it, that you guys have had a meeting. So how can you do that this week during practice to come back after this?
Well, this is what we do. It's not the end of the world. We lost the game, and we'll get back and we'll work hard and we'll get ready for LA. That's what we do. We're not gonna fall apart. We're gonna get back to work. And again, we're in an okay spot. We like to certainly move forward. We losing home games is unacceptable. But this is what it is. We'll move over and try to get better.